I wanted to come into New Orleans via the Lake Ponchartrain Causeway, 24-mile long bridge, and it just went on and on and on, and we'd made it. And as I was riding along, we did it. Did it. Did it. Me, Chicago to New Orleans. And the music will let me be. You can find me on the neutral ground, on the corner of
Over on Frenchmen Street, just about all those spots are really good. Also, there'll be guys that gather up on the streets. Yeah. Like there'll be a brass band or whatnot on the corner, or guys playing classical music, huddled up on a porch somewhere. Yeah. You'll see, it's truly amazing.
Frenchmen Street, New Orleans, and this band is killing it, man. I mean, for me, this is what New Orleans is. Brass band, sousaphone on bass, just killing it.
So what's going on then?
We're in New Orleans, we made it. Here we are. We didn't know if we'd get here or not, but we did. We made it, and we were here last night. We went down Bourbon Street, but we ended up at Frenchmen Street, went to the Blue Nile, and got this amazing brass band. And then today, as luck would have it, we were walking down the street, and there was a real New Orleans funeral march. And it touched me, man. I started to cry in my sunglasses because it's something I've always wanted to see. But also, really, it's very poignant. It really means something. It's this weird mix of happiness and sadness, and that was it. And then I walked past a street performer, and he was singing St. James Infirmary. 1, 2, 3. African Americans, or even Africans first generation, who were bonding and releasing the stresses of their week from working all day in the fields. Drumming, using what they had, their bodies, their voices, singing in harmony with those great rhythms, playing drums, picking up brass instruments that were dumped from the old military and playing, and that is where jazz started. You want to go to Crossroads and Clarksdale where blues started. Congo Square, New Orleans is where the jazz started. Check this out, look who we bumped into. So we've just been catching a set with James Martin Band here at Spotted Cat on Frenchmen Street in New Orleans. Man, thank you so much for inviting us to come and see the show.
Thank you for coming by. Hope you're enjoying your time in New Orleans.
Mate, that was a packed room full of people.
Where we are right now, Frenchmen Street, is a little bit more local. Even that's changing. Like about 10, 15 years ago, you come to Frenchmen Street and it was mostly locals and mostly more jazz. But now the dynamic's changing a little bit. More people are coming to Frenchmen Street because it's more publicized in movies and media and all that.
Right.
So you kind of, it brings a little bit more of that Bourbon Street element.
So and then Frenchmen Street, or the vibe of Frenchmen, might move somewhere else, right?
Yeah. But there's still a lot of original new Orleans music that's being created. And you touched on it earlier about how I play the pop music, the top 40, but I'm also sneaking in my original compositions.
Right.
So the people, the bachelorette parters, they're dancing.
That's what I was
my
saying.
Stuff. It's like, kind of sneaking.
It's almost like they don't know, like you're giving them a little bit of the popular
But they don't.
stuff.
They're having a good time. That's all that matters.
And they're dancing to something that you've composed and you've created, so that's new as well.
Yeah. Right? We like to refer to New Orleans as like a melting pot, a gumbo of different influences and cultures. And I think that goes back to the early days, and we're doing a little bit of it here tonight. And I think if New Orleans music, even jazz, was always party music. When it left the city, it stopped becoming, a party music. It got a little bit intellectual. Not that that's bad, but in New Orleans, the party atmosphere was always there. So, in a sense, yes, historically, we're kind of...
It's remaining consistent, even if the genres are slightly changing and merging, right?
Right. I'm playing altered scales and all that.
Yeah.
Over hip-hop and funk and all that.
We wanted to go and find what was real, and I think we did that. We met people who play the music that my music derives from, and all those people, everyone we saw, whether we liked the music or not, whether it moved us or whatever, whether it touched what we like as music, everyone who played it gave their whole to it, gave their all to it. It was authentic, it meant something to them, and they committed to the music, 100%. And I try and approach every gig like that now. Doesn't matter where you are, what you're playing, doesn't matter the size of the venue, play it like you really mean it. That was one of the key things I took away from it. The other thing I took away from it is from a recording point of view, yes, you've got to create a space where people feel at home, but the magic comes from people. It's the interaction of people in a studio. It's the space feeling comfortable. It's the musician getting themselves in a situation where they can truly deliver something that means something to them. And it can't be done on a tight time schedule and by building it up one piece at a time. You want to make the space, as Steve said to me, he walked into work every day and he could just feel magic was going to happen. Create a space that feels good, where people feel supported to let their best art come out. And when that best art comes out, capture it in the most authentic way you can. And mate, we did it. We'll think about it forever. I'm so glad you were there. I look forward to editing it and maybe taking it back there and going back and discovering more. But I certainly now, at least, I have an opinion, as do you.